There's your evidence. Home Office security. See how brand new everything looks as well?
Yeah.
And why have they got insulation?
Why have they got
Quite a bit of activity with the hangars and quite a few what look to be portaloos.
I'm just doing a report on the Home Office. Just taking control of this.
We've done our research.
So from a health and safety point of view, answer them questions.
Yeah, but you're getting a bit irate.
Right, look, I'm fine to
And
answer those questions.
I get that you're concerned.
But I want you off the property.
So we're heading across the way to RAF Finningley, or former, to see what's really going on inside these hangars. We've spotted deliveries and evidence of fresh maintenance work, possibly even housing migrants. That's the thing that's floating about. Sounds far-fetched, but with the Home Office's track record of keeping the public in the dark while raking in millions off taxpayer pounds to bring in hundreds of thousands of illegal, undocumented migrants, nothing would surprise us, would it? It's also a chance to try and get any updates on the Ramada Hotel, where we were in the last video, and get some real clarity on what's happening behind closed doors, see if they're willing to talk to us. But yeah, behind these locked gates, the hangars show a bit of life, deliveries, maintenance, activity, but no official word. So the real question is, what's really going on here? Now, RAF Finningley, near Doncaster, in South Yorkshire, began life in 1915 as a Royal Flying Corps training station before becoming an RAF base. And then during World War II, it was a key bomber command station hosting aircraft such as Lancasters and Halifaxes. And then in the Cold War era, it became an important part of Britain's nuclear deterrent, operating Avro Vulcan bombers and maintaining a high state of readiness. The base was also home to the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight for a period, I think it was in the 70s, and later became famous for its large-scale air shows, attracting crowds, from all over. And then after the RAF closed Finningley in 1996, the site was transformed into Doncaster Sheffield Airport, opening in 2005. Now, one of its most iconic residents, which is still there, the Vulcan XH558, was restored to flight there and remained based at the site until its retirement in 2015. Though the airport closed in 2022, several hangars and facilities remain with restricted activity and occasional speculation about the uses for the site, and that's obviously why we're here. As you can see here, yeah, quite a bit of activity with the hangars and quite a few what look to be portaloos, along with renovated windows and insulation. All looks like you say brand new, like fresh out. There's no wear on it at all, is there? See how brand new everything looks as well?
Yeah.
And why have they got insulation?
Why have they got
That's all they can say, really. Is the first thing they've got to do is just get you off site, and if you agree to go, which we always do, then we just do it in our own way, in our own time. It's usually why they end up just following us around, because they're just ensuring you're not causing any trouble. Ah, it's a good shot there.
Hey?
It's a good shot there. But there's the Vulcan, look.
Oh, look how close you get to the Vulcan, yeah, get a good shot of the Vulcan. Get a picture of that, get a screenshot of that. We're not going nowhere.
What does it say?
There we go, guys.
Clothes are a bit skinny.
There's your evidence. Home Office security.
Hey mate, excuse me!
Don't need much more evidence, do we now?
So,
Excuse me?
Logistics.
Logistics. Of course it is, yeah, logistics. Makes sense, doesn't it?
I don't think they get. While we're here, I don't think they're going to answer, are they?
but I'm thinking people finishing work at 4, so they've got to come out.
Is it Scotty?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Oh yeah. I'm just doing a report on the Home Office. The Home Office taking control of this. Can you tell us how many immigrants are going to be put in here? Is it going to be used as a deportation centre, or is it going to be used as a
So we've got security, but she doesn't want to be on camera. So.
Let's go inside. Here, let's go inside here.
Come on, let's find out. You can see inside that.
you doing me a favour? Can you get outside, please?
Can you just answer some questions for our
No,
report and then we'll
Can you
leave?
leave aside, please?
No, it says private.
You're on private property.
It doesn't say private, it's got public access.
No, you're on
say
private
private.
property. I'm sorry, can you leave aside, please? It's council property.
Council? Well, taxpayers then, isn't it?
owned by the public.
Right, can you get...
When are the asylum seekers moving in RAF Finningley?
No idea.
We're not going to cause any harm. We're just walking around doing a
No,
report and
that's
then
all.
going. That's
Oh,
it.
it's the council. Hiya, mate. What contract are you doing with
We're doing no contract.
the Home Office?
I gave him I gave him a wave.
Something's going on in there that you don't want to know about, don't you?
No, actually, I'm living on the other side of them, so I'm actually concerned. I'm not concerned about anything like that. Listen, can I ask you to stop filming me, please?
You can ask, mate, but I'm going to quietly decline.
Can you answer us any questions, please, about RAF Finningley to do our report before we leave the site?
Why's the Home Office in charge of it?
Why is it run by the Home Office?
That's a bit strange, isn't it?
HMRC, security and dogs.
Just say if you want police calling, so they're easy to waste the time.
Anything else?
What's the mayor not telling us? The Labour mayor.
What's the Labour mayor not telling us? Local residents are asking. You're smiling there, what are you smiling for? It isn't a laughing matter. Oh yeah, can you answer some questions, please?
Might be able to, yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people in the Doncaster area that have been contacting us about the old RAF Finningley.
Yeah.
Now they've seen deliveries being come in and they've seen security with dogs, and they think that asylum seekers are moving into RAF Finningley. Is that correct?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Well, the Home Office have been there for some time.
Yeah, we wanted to know why.
Well, that's a question for the Home Office, not for the council.
Yeah, but it's all connected, isn't it?
No,
Yeah, security.
no, it's not. They're central government. We're local government.
Are asylum seekers moving in here?
Where would you think?
Into RAF Finningley, that's what the local residents think.
No.
There is no RAF.
No.
Well, we know there isn't, but the building's there.
What about them hangars?
Those hangars, they're rented privately.
Yeah, what's inside those hangars?
That's not
You'd
appropriate.
have to ask
But the resident
you'd have to
told
ask
me
the
in 2023 there was beds delivered and people was in there, families.
We've done our
You'd have to
research.
ask the owners.
Listen, we're going to ask you to kindly
Alan,
move.
asked why they had guard dogs on them yesterday.
I've just said that, but they won't answer. He says he doesn't know.
We're not going to
those
divulge our security arrangements for this airport, so please
Not an
leave.
airport,
Yeah,
though,
but
now
it's
it's not
ju-
even
It
in
is an
Wales.
airport. The airport is live. I have planes coming in and out already from 2XL.
Okay.
So from a health and safety point
Yeah.
of
I mean,
view,
private
We are
You
leaving.
want-
We are moving.
Yeah, the thing is, when we've arrived here, I've already said to them, we're not causing any trouble. We're just come to
I
ask
know
you
you're not.
questions.
Listen,
No, but you're
and I'm
getting a
fine
bit.
to answer them
Yeah,
questions.
but you're getting a bit irate.
Right, look, I'm fine to
And I
answer
get
those
that- I
questions.
get that you're
but
concerned.
I want you off the property, and
Yeah.
I'll answer those questions off our property.
Yeah,
all right.
fine. And obviously, when we just see that it
this
says
way.
on the security gate about Home Office,
Yeah.
you know what it's like with the track record of the Home Office. So people
Yeah.
are going to have questions, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's all we're doing.
Oh,
That's all
okay,
we're doing.
okay.
I understand you get panicked with security, but
Yeah.
we've
Well, look,
been peaceful. It's fine.
as you can imagine, there's a lot of technical equipment on it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
And so you don't know who's coming in.
Yeah.
In regards to your cameras.
But that's why I said to them straight
Yeah.
away,
I
like,
understand.
we're here just to do this, because
Okay.
we could just be running around, but we're not.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So
Well, look,
just keep.
from a Home
fine.
Office point of view,
Yeah.
there are no asylum seekers in those hangars. Right?
Run by the Home
Okay.
Office then,
That's the only thing you see, yeah.
Are they planning to come on?
Look, the Home Office rent lots of premises
Yeah.
around the country, don't they? For different reasons.
But they were housed
It's
here
not-
back in 2023 for Afghans. We know they've got the facilities to accommodate them.
Not those hangars, no.
Well, those ones.
No, not the hangars. The hotel.
Yeah, no, the hotel, but they were housed on RAF, and I know this for certain because it was in the Telegraph.
No.
Right, they were back in
Do you
2023.
believe everything you read in the
I
paper?
do. There's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of articles that actually said that, you know, they have the facilities to accommodate them, and they were housed back in 2023 here. They definitely were.
Can I ask you?
That's
This way. That's a private facility with private stuff in.
what you said about the
This
news
way.
is true. What you said about the news is true, but obviously that's why we just come to ask.
RAF Finningley.
Yeah. So RAF Finningley is no longer. Yeah.
it's still a former. It's still classed as former RAF Finningley base.
Yeah, no, what you said about the news is true. That's why we come though, because obviously
Yeah,
we want to get
understand.
clarification.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah, I don't trust
Look,
any news. So.
Come this way, please. That's a private facility.
He's not going to go in. Don't worry.
No, but there's stuff in there that.
Yeah, but mate, look at the cameras. They're not going to zoom in on that, are they? Like, the quality.
Your property,
Yeah,
this isn't your
definitely.
property, you just said.
This whole site,
This isn't yours, is it?
Yes, it is.
You just said it's the Home Office are renting it.
The Home Office are renting it.
Yes,
It's
I
our
want to talk
site.
to someone from the Home Office in there. How do I talk to someone from in the Home Office?
Well, you contact the Home Office.
Yeah, I mean, now to contact
No. Listen, I'm asking you to be escorted off the premises.
Just what I find a bit strange when you brought loads of blokes, right?
That's our security team.
Trying to intimidate
We're not
us.
a danger, we're guys with cameras.
Listen, so you're there with cameras. I don't know how you're going to use that film, and
Well,
that
no,
film
that's
might be posted on where people with different morals.
Partly it's security
Yeah.
as well, though, because if people do stuff to
Understand?
us, it's evidence.
Look, I'm happy to answer your questions, but please follow me.
You're not going to be able to because you've already told me the Home Office are using it, but you don't know what for.
That's the
Just
question for
mention
the
about
Home
the
Office.
pellets we've seen going in. You know,
What's with all the pallets of drinks?
Listen, how would you like it if I all of a sudden come into your house with your camp and
It's a bit different, isn't it?
No, it's not different. No, it's not different.
Publicly owned property.
It's funded.
There are certain things that happen which
By you and me, isn't it?
There's a reason why there's a barrier so you can't access the site.
It's not a barrier, it's a barrier for cars.
Yeah. Look, this site is my responsibility from a health and safety point of view.
Well, we get all of that there. That's all
Yeah.
basic stuff that we know.
Yeah.
We are, like I've said to you, we're not going to come in and cause trouble. It's just to try and get some transparency.
Can I just say something?
I know everything that's
Let me
happening
ask him a question. Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know, obviously back in 2024, when obviously, you know, there were concerns about them being housed in the Ramada Hotel.
Concern from whom?
From the Hill Hotel. From the Hill Hotel. The Hill School.
But you're not heard about that, are you?
Tell the mayor.
So it's the same old story, guys. You just want to ask some questions, but they say you've got to email this person, email that person. Why can't anybody just, talk to you? We've come here
Where it was more secure, which this base is.
where the concern is,
So you can
but it's always go away, go miles away from the problem and ask
obviously we're not
via an email.
No, I understand. Yeah, look.
A bit off subject, is there any word on like the Vulcan? Are they moving that, or is it got to stay there forever now?
No, so the Vulcan. So I'm working with the Vulcan Trust anyway.
All right.
Ideally, what we'd like is a purpose-built facility on site.
Yeah.
So that's
To have it
Put
housed
its own
in.
hangar and
Yeah. So
nice.
look, that's a.
Yeah, because I did see about
That's an
there's
iconic
the
bridge.
heritage side
Yeah.
of it, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, that's an iconic building.
it's
Sorry,
got-
an iconic plane.
Yeah.
And last thing you want is for that to rock
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
site. Yeah.
They've got three. It's a shame about those three at Scampton, the Buccaneer and that.
Yeah.
Because I spoke to the guy that owns them, and he was
Yeah.
just saying it's
Yeah.
costing like 80 grand a year just
Yeah.
to sit there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, look, they've obviously got funders. They do private
With the Vulcan. and that.
fundraising.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Okay.
yeah. So it's run by a private trust. They obviously are based on our site.
Yeah.
Look, we're keen. It's an iconic plane.
That's good.
does it still have the ability to fly, or has
No.
it been
No.
had its wings clipped?
Yeah, they stopped. I think 2013.
Are they looking to fund it and get it going again for like
No.
special displays?
No, what we're looking at is doing where they would do. You class it as an engine testing run, but the ability for that to be put in, say, for instance, their apron of their car park, and then obviously they test the engines. So that's, I mean, the Vulcans with the iconic sound, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember years ago, I think it was like 2006,
Yeah.
I went to Waddington, and even then they were saying it's too expensive to run.
Yeah.
They had to shut it down. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it sounds more hopeful here anyway, because I know Scampton's a bit up in the air, because obviously
Yeah.
they've got everything prepared there.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Obviously, there's always an interest in understanding exactly what's happening around the airport, but that's more about when it's going to be operational commercially. So, yeah.
is it it's supposed to be next year, isn't it? That do you think they'll get it ready by
Yeah.
then?
Well, look, I mean,
All being well.
Yeah.
the official answer is actually we're open already.
Oh, okay.
But what it is for airlines in regards to a business that's operating currently on site.
Yeah, because
So
earlier we
they're
saw
still
like a
waiting
small
for big-
aircraft. Is that what you mean?
big
Okay, fine.
Take over, aren't they?
Yeah.
The council.
No,
Okay.
we
You
are.
got the contractor in there.
No, we are the operator. So
Oh, you're operating yourself?
Yeah. So with
She was looking, wasn't she, for ages, the mayor?
yeah, well, we've still got, as you can imagine, we are the operator, and then obviously we have a number of consultants. Munich Airport International are one of those who are supporting the team. But yeah.
Well, that should speed things up, getting things.
Is
back
Key
on
not
the
going to try and
tarmac
use
then.
that as a detention centre and use the runway then to fly him
I don't know
out?
where you've got that information from.
No.
Yeah.
The Home Officer took over it, I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, the Home Office
The
have been
Home
there
Office
for
have
some.
been there for over 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing what exactly?
They're in that hangar for
Doing
20
what?
years.
Yeah.
So
Well,
why
I
is-
don't know, you'd have to ask them.
So there might be like a
So
little
why didn't he just put
1%
all
of them
these
that are actually
boxes
alright
up there with the
doing, you know,
cameras on and got all
here.
these security, what these guys are saying that's just been looking round.
Saying what?
You'd have to ask them what they've got in
Yeah.
there. I wouldn't know. But they've been there for 20 years, though.
Have they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since the airport opened in 2005, they've had those hangars.
Right.
They're just tenants that are renting hangars.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, well, they're not hangars anymore. They're like
How
a
many
warehouse
tenants?
or-
Yeah.
Because you've got thousands of drinks
Well,
just
if
being
you've
delivered.
seen, if you walk down road, there's retail units and everything. Not retail,
The
but
backside
Oh,
of it,
yeah,
yeah.
warehouses, everything. They're all over.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah.
just same as those.
Well,
No,
over
that's
the
great.
road.
No, because
yeah.
we don't know. Like you say, we just
Yeah,
got
yeah.
information to suggest that Home Office are here, loads of stuff's getting delivered. So it could be Afghan refugees. Apparently, 2 years ago, it was Afghan refugees in the.
No, that was in
No.
hotel.
No,
No,
but they
that's
said,
not
no,
in the
they said
hangars.
in the hangars though. Apparently, so
No,
said.
they've only
There
been
were
in
definitely
hotel.
were, because I have a good friend who works for Donny Council and his missus, she's retired now. She's even confirmed that they were based here on this base because they've got the facilities.
Yeah,
Because
there.
no,
They
that
were there
yeah,
for a couple of years.
they were there and here as well. In 2024, that got closed down, and I'll tell you why. Because when it was a former RAF base, Finningley base, they actually had the facilities to accommodate them,
No.
and it did say that they were housed here,
Did-
former RAF Finningley base.
Before it closed,
Because
as
the-
RAF Finningley,
we know
it
that there
an
was house
American
there
base.
as well.
It was an American base, so the Americans
Well,
won't
this
have
is
anything
what
to
I'm
do
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, it's completely separate, isn't it?
I'd just
But yeah, obviously,
they were
But obviously,
definitely.
you know, another Doncaster.
obviously,
definitely
as
say
annoying as the
asylum
conversation
seekers
might
in
seem,
Another
this is
Yeah.
part of clarifying it because, as you
Yeah, I
said earlier,
understand, yeah.
based
Look,
here,
we
yeah.
took this site on
Disappeared
20th
from
of March
America.
last
Maybe
year.
they've gone to a more secure location.
There are definitely no
the base, 'cause it
refugees
had
Yeah.
the
in that
facilities
site.
on. Do you
And
get
there
me?
have
It had the
been.
facilities
So
on.
the only
It
ones
has
there
no
have
more
been is
fine.
we're in the
Just in the
area
hotel,
before.
yeah.
But
There's not been
they
a
were
base since
They've moved last year, didn't they? Now, yeah.
2000,
Yeah.
just before
There's just
2000.
been
Because
so
back in
many
2000,
RAF
to be honest.
bases
Right.
that have changed. We've had
Yeah.
Linton on News near me.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully
RAF
it stays as it
Scampton,
is.
we fought for
Yeah.
that and they didn't end up
But obviously,
using
like I said,
them
it's
there.
just, you just
So
don't
this
know with Home
opened as a
Office. It's like
commercial
they've said
airport in
Scampton's off the
2005, yeah.
cards, but now
I
apparently
think
there's
in
talks that they might use it
2003,
again.
the
So
Home Office
Right.
actually
hopefully they don't
changed
utilise it for this
I
because
don't
you're
know
obviously
about that.
using it for better
But
stuff. So
prior to that, it was
Well, I
an
think
to keep it that way.
I mean, Scampton's a
And then
different
prior to that, it
proposition
was an
because
RAF
from our
base.
perspective,
So,
look,
as
this
far
is
as
an
I'm
airport
aware,
that's going to be
well, I'm 100%
operational.
positive
It is
about it.
operational
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
and obviously from a freight
Because
and a
it's been a
commercial
commercial
point of
airport.
view.
Obviously, when obviously we
Yeah.
spoke to it, 'cause we
So
spoke
the
to
only thing that
Matt
we're
Whittle,
interested in is
I did
that
a bit more digging
aviation
on
cluster
it. It's
around
been
here,
some
Yeah.
time
rather
with
than
the
actually,
councillors,
yeah.
and they were saying the same
yeah,
thing.
that's good. I think you'll probably be able to maintain the heritage part of it
Obviously,
better
you know,
because it's
when we're
operational.
talking
Yeah.
about
Whereas I think with Scampton, it's
security,
making the
yeah,
whole
that's-
site a heritage
Yeah,
section.
and Peel obviously, so they've in the process
I did
of just
say
finalising
there
the
wouldn't
sale
be
of that
the airport,
hotel
it wouldn't be
to a
Right.
Rono hotel
I knew
here.
that.
Okay.
And obviously, that they look, they're interested in the airport being operational because obviously that means individuals obviously utilising the hotel
Yes, yeah.
for passengers for the airport.
Right. So I imagine at some point, well, they've got a year then, haven't they, really, to sort of get that operational, if that's going to be open.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's pretty decent inside anyway.
Right.
It's had a fairly recent refurb, so there's probably very little changes it'll need anyway
Okay.
inside. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a team to get in and maintain it,
No,
basically.
not at all.
Yeah.
But it did look a
The
bit
last
suspicious.
asylum seekers I was fully aware of
But
was
look,
the hotel.
if ever you've
And
got
when
any
they've gone from there, I
questions,
got
just
Yeah.
just
again,
contact,
you know,
in
that's-
But you
terms
can
of
see
the
where
council and ask and we'll respond, you know. in
Yeah,
terms of
I mean, to be
immediate.
honest, we've sent some before and they just ignore it because of obviously the subject matter,
Yeah.
which you kind of can understand, but not.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always just
councillors asking questions and not getting answers. That's
Yeah, yeah.
When you've got elected officials, council officers are duty bound to tell the elected officials what they need to know.
Yeah.
I know, 'cause I used
They
to be a
forget that, though, don't
councillor.
they? Yeah.
But you know, when councillors are getting told by officers, we can't talk to you about that. That's not right.
Yeah.
Security was like,
Yeah, well, I don't know of the instance. I mean, we're
No, I know.
hopefully pretty
What I
open and
heard.
transparent in regards to the airport.
it's
Yeah, of
I
course.
suppose,
Then he gave me a third
yeah,
explanation saying that it would
like I
be
say, is if you're
humanity,
here on the
but
mantra
wouldn't
of
be
there's refugees,
Yeah.
definitely not. That's not
Yeah.
what our operating model is here.
So-
But that's good though, because that's why we've come.
Yeah,
Get
I understand.
clarification. Yeah, it was cut short here, guys, because it was just so hot and the battery ran out. Didn't have the power bank on me to charge it. So after calming the site manager down and speaking with the staff on the site, it seems there's no current plans to house illegal migrants in the hangars. Instead, their hope is to see the site reopen as a fully operational airport, with part of it dedicated to the Heritage Centre, where the legendary Vulcan XH558 can be properly housed for visitors to enjoy and experience. So yeah, let's just hope this vision becomes reality, because we've all seen how far the Home Office is willing to go to trample over our historical sites in the pursuit of profit, all while enabling the ongoing crisis in this country. It's natural for staff to be defensive at first, but once they understand the intentions and you remain calm and respectful, you can sometimes get lucky and gather useful insight into what's really happening. This is then going to allow us to compare their claims with what's actually unfolding in the coming year, especially as we've seen so many last minute emergency decisions to use any available site to house the growing number of illegal migrants crossing the channel.